Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Player NegativeAE, and welcome to another episode of Steins Gate 0. We left off, Daru straight up punched us right in the face, and then luckily Maho was there to stop us. I think because we're being a little bit ridiculous about the time loop machine, we kind of need that stuff. I think that it's necessary to have, but not necessary to build again. I guess it all depends on what they're doing with it. Maho was looking down at me. This is my fault for being weird. I guess, yeah, I did say that one thing to her. I was like, what, are you trying to kill Mayuri? Yeah, that's right. I know that. You're not like that. Come on. Can you stand up? She's cute. I grabbed her hand and slowly got up. I'd taken a solid hit when I wasn't expecting it, and so my head was a little dizzy. When somebody who's normally gentle finally gets mad, he's really strong. That's right. And when someone gets mad for someone else's sake, not their own, I think that's wonderful. This has changed my opinion of him for a little bit. Or a little bit. Maho seemed a bit happy as she looked towards the shower room. Only a little bit. Because he's always sexually harassing me. Maybe he's fallen in love with you. Kids do that all the time, you know? Tease girls they like. He's a kid at heart, after all. You've got to be kidding me. Do you want Suzuha to be my daughter? That would be bad, yeah? I chuckled a bit, but quickly stopped and turned to face Maho. The difference between our heights was so great that I was looking down on her. If you want my subjective opinion, this world exists because of Kurisu's choice. Mayuri is safe because of Kurisu. She can live and be happy. I have to protect her. You're a scientist. You're a lot smarter than I am. So you can understand, right? You can understand the laws of the universe. Yeah. Maho quietly nodded. Call it God, if you wanted to. It's stupid for humans to challenge God. But I tried anyway. And I tried a dozen times more. And I tried 100 times more after that. And I failed every time. It was all useless. God will never forgive human arrogance. You're right. Maho was looking out the window, as if she was thinking back to her homeland and ancestors. God is a popular guy back home, and among the people of Okinawa. I learned those wonderful beliefs from my parents and grandparents too. I'm a scientist, but I would never mess with God. But then Maho shook her head a little and looked up at me with a piercing gaze. The God you're talking about, that's completely different. Her words were sharp, with no room for disagreement. The laws of the universe? Those are just equations that define the world. The wonderful being called God has nothing to do with them, and there's no reason we can't solve them. I was about to respond, but before I could, Maho went inside the development room. I had no choice but to follow her. It's gonna take a lot of convincing. Why do I do that? I'm well aware between the Echelon and the D-mails and how dangerous it is. Don't worry. We've sealed away the D-malfunction for now. What you're concerned about is never going to happen, because I won't let it. I'm not letting us go back to the Alpha World line. Hashida and I are working on a way to avoid the danger of the D-mail and neutralize Echelon. But before we start spending resources on that, there's something we have to do first. Something personal. Maho tapped the top of the phone wave unit too. What we're researching now is the time leap technology that you say Kurusu developed. Then this thing can only time leap. That's right. She was right. I was looking at a time loop machine and not the phone wave named subject to change. I could tell they'd recreated all the improvements that Kurusu had made to the phone wave. The most obvious was the PC and the monitor that were connected to the phone wave. And the connected PC was to the PC was a headset and what looked like a cord covered in electrodes. In this world line, only I knew the details of how the time leap machine was set up, and I hadn't told Daru or Maho about them. In other words, with only some small hints, Maho had managed to create the same thing as Kurusu. To be honest, it's really frustrating. Frustrating. The more research I do, the more I realize I can never be Kurusu. I can get as far as digitizing the memory data and transferring it to a cell phone, along with the top-down search signals. But I still can't clear the biggest hurdle, even though Kurusu can. The data compression, right? I just can't solve the mystery of how she managed to compress all those terabytes of data. That was the part that Kurusu had struggled with the most too. But in the end, with Daru's help, she'd been able to do it. Did Kurusu tell you anything about it? We have to use CERN's special place, right? She seemed a little unhappy as she asked me that. Asking for the answer meant giving up on finding the solution for herself, so it meant admitting defeat. Maybe that really was hard for her. Yet she'd chosen to put completing the time machine first. But I had no intention of giving her the answer right away. I made a promise when we talked last, right? That you wouldn't try to save Kurusu Makase using the time machine. That's right. Do you still intend to keep it? If you don't, I can't help you. Maho didn't answer for a while. But without even looking at her face, I could tell she was being torn apart inside. Of course I do. I promised you after all. After a long pause, she gave her answer, and I couldn't help but laugh. You're a terrible liar. With that look on your face, it's obvious you're not telling me the truth. We're done talking. Then I left the development room. I looked towards the shower room, but I could still hear the sound of falling water from within. Daru was showering, no signs of being done. Okay. Hey Daru, I was the stupid one. I'm really sorry. I spoke, but there was no answer. Maybe he hadn't heard me. It seemed better for the both of us if I apologized tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. That was all I said as I headed towards the door. Maho followed me. She came up to me so fast that she almost slammed into me. Do you think Steins Gate exists? Do you think there's really another world line in the gap between the Alpha and Beta ones, where Mayuri survives and Kurusu doesn't have to die? If you want to know what happened when I tried to reach it, in the end, it couldn't be fate. Steins Gate is just a stupid delusion. I you really sure though? You haven't proven that it doesn't exist, you know. That's just the devil's proof, though, right? Nobody can prove a negative. Said to be originally during a case, it's used as a hypothetical today in other contexts such as law and politics. For example, if someone were to tell you prove that the devil exists, you couldn't turn to demand proof that the devil does not exist. Yeah. Since you can't provide proof that the devil doesn't exist, he must exist. That's right. You haven't proven whether it exists or not. You've given up after one failure. Maho was gritting her teeth hard. I can't believe you. What? I almost went out of control and grabbed her by the shoulders, but I managed to stop myself at the last second. I told you before, right? I tried dozens, no hundreds of times before that. And remember what I said? That's not because of the laws of God, or whatever they may be. The world lines, the time machine, Steins Gate, they're all just part of the equations that make up the world. You failed dozens of times, or hundreds of times. So what? That happens all the time in science. If you fail that many times, you then try 1,000 times, or 1,000,000 times, or 1,000,000,000 times. And then you're certain to find the answer. You don't know anything. You haven't experienced it. That's the only reason why you can say something so irresponsible. Yeah, from what I remember, it did not seem like I would want to keep retrying. No, I've experienced that more. I think we're talking about different things. And I can count failures, setbacks, regrets, and the pain that comes with them. And all because of the genius named Kurisu Makase. That's what I'm saying. It's like, she's talking about experiments, and I'm talking about, like, I guess I'm doing experiments, but she doesn't get, like, the amount of times I've seen death, and the amount of times that I've had to give up my best friend. But it's always humans who solve them in the end. Maho's gaze burned into me. For some reason I couldn't bear to look at her, so I turned away. I turned without saying a word and tried to head out the door. But she grabbed the hem of my shirt and stopped me. I didn't expect that. Do you need something else? I turned around, annoyed. A moment ago, her expression had been so fierce, but now she simply wore a sad smile. It was so different that for a moment I thought I'd jumped world lines. Maho whispered to me, "You're a terrible liar too." Liar? Was I lying? I put my hands to my face trying to figure out what she meant. But that didn't tell me what kind of look I had on my face, so I simply stood there, confused. Liar? What do you mean? I'm not lying. Hashida told me something. He said a year ago, you couldn't even bring up the time machine with you. And Steins Gate was out of the question entirely. You didn't even want to hear the words. What are you talking about? But it's different now. The look on your face is the same one I used to have all the time. I'd lost Kurisu during the experimental trials. I'd lost to her with my papers. I'd lost to her in terms of my fame. I was so depressed I was ready to give up. It's not the same though. It's not the same thing. Like, I understand that she's comparing it to, like, how...
けど、いつも最後は鏡を見て自分を叱りつけたのよ。挑戦するのを諦めたら終わり。そうしたら永遠に勝つことはできないってね。
She has a point. she has a point, but it's like, I guess at some point you would have to do it, right? Like at some point you have to figure out, like, okay. And it's probably hard to do. I like Maho. I like her a lot. It's probably hard to do, but I guess at some point you need to, like, suck it up and be like, Mayuri's death is Mayuri's death. We have to figure out how to get to Steins Gate. In the very, very bottom of your heart, you're still ready to take revenge. Are you ready to take revenge on Steins Gate for making you this pathetic person? Me? I still haven't given up. No, that's not true. It is true. You really are just like me. I'm seeing my own reflection. You're stubborn, and once you say something, you never back down. Even if you know you're wrong, you pout like a child and refuse to admit it, which causes all kinds of worry and trouble for everyone else. You know, it would make me feel a lot better if you told me I wasn't like that. But that's why I understand. When it comes down to it, both you and I are going to stand up on our own 2 feet. Am I wrong? Little Okabe? I'll say it again. All the laws of this world are just equations, and every equation can be solved. I'm going to find the key to that answer no matter what, and God has nothing to do with it. And I'm going to reach the ward line in the gap, where Mayuri and Kurusu, or Mayuri doesn't die and Kurusu is still alive. After saying that, Maho was a little out of breath. She had a lot of vitality in her tiny body. In other words, the way she looked, her words, the way she looked, they hit me so hard I couldn't speak. So, what will you do? This is your lab, right? I can't keep running it without you forever. This is not the time. I'm just gonna press X and maybe it'll open by itself. I had a terrible premonition, so I decided to take out my... Yeah, it's just gonna open by itself. Big trouble, what do I do? Mayuri, I just happened to pass by her and she was running away crying. I've never seen her so sad. What? Mayuri was crying. I could tell that something bad was going on. When she saw my shock, Maho looked over at the phone too. She was crying. What happened? I don't know. I just happened to run into her, so I said hi. And she was crying. I was really surprised, but when I asked what was going on, she was really upset. She said that it was her fault. Fuck. Who the fuck told her that? Oh, was she listening? Oh, that is awful. She said that she should have died instead, and then she ran away. I ran after her, but I lost her. What do I do, Okabe? What do I do? I looked at Maho. Did she hear that? Come to think of it, Dara had come out of the shower room at some point and was standing right behind me. It was Mayushi who told me you were coming to the lab. She said she was coming here too. Then that meant there was a good chance she did. That's sad. Oh no, is Mayuri gonna die and I'm gonna have to reach Steins Gate? That would be the thing, actually. That would be the thing. Mayuri would die, and then both my people are gone, and I'm like, fuck it. And then I just do it. was Kudasu's sacrifice. And that was the one thing Mayuri could never find out. Me, Daru, Suzuha, Ferris, Maho, everyone who knew the truth had kept it from her. I needed to find her. I needed to find Mayuri. I couldn't let her be alone right now. I ran out of the lab. That'd be a dumb message to ignore. I'm glad that it just brought it up. It's still hot. The summer solstice had passed, and by 6 p.m. the sun was finally setting behind the city skyline. Part of the sky was still red, and the rest a dirty blue. For the past few days, Suzuha had worked on the time machine on top of the radio building. It was almost time for her to go back to the past, which meant that she was putting a lot more effort into the maintenance work. Parts which she could get normally, with no trouble, had been polished to a sparkling shine. I'm overthinking this. Maybe I really am worried. She finished her work and put her tools back in the box and stored the box in the time machine's cockpit, and then she sat down in the control seat and took another look at the battery gauge. With the amount of fuel she had left, she had less than a month, and she wouldn't be able to go back. In less than a month, she wouldn't be able to go back to July 27, 2010. Does it use fuel by sitting there? She had to leave this era before that time limit passed, or she had to leave this era before that time limit passed her by. The original plan of taking Rintaro to the past looked like it was going to fail, which meant she would have to go on the mission that she'd spent the last year coming up with all by herself. Not if we make the time machine. I still can't believe you did this, Dan. She chuckled to herself and stuck her hand deep into the computer core. Inside was an external hard drive that clearly belonged to 2011, not 2036. Daru had probably put it back there, or put it here when her back was turned. One of the secondary touch panel monitors was displaying a warning that read, "Foreign object detected in cockpit." These machines were capable of breaking through early 21st century camouflage in less than a second. It was clear from the way the fake wires were laid out and monitoring that the data retrieval... Fake wires and monitoring data retrieval were not its objectives. He'd probably hidden it here because he didn't want anyone to find it. Maybe she should just pretend she didn't see it and leave it here until she was just about to leave. As she pondered the best course of action, she heard a heavy door outside opening. Oh. Someone was here. Someone... I don't know, actually. Suzuha pulled her gun from the holster and looked out from the cockpit toward the iron door that led into the building. She still remembered what happened with Kagadi the other day. Couldn't hurt to be careful. When she saw who it was, she relaxed.
Mayu-ne-san, 珍しいね。ここへ来るなんて。
Oh, big sis Mayu. I almost never see you here. She put her gun away and jumped out of the cockpit to welcome her.
Suzu-san. Oh? 泣いてるの? 何があった?
Are you crying? What happened? Suzu had no idea why the always smiling Mayuri would be crying. Why didn't anybody tell me?
Eh?
Why didn't anybody tell me that Mayushi the truth about her and this person named Kudasu Makase? She almost spoke, but quickly cut herself off. How did she hear it, and from whom, the cruel truth that Mayuri's survival depended on Kudasu Makase's death? There was nothing in the world Suzuha had wanted to see less than the look on Mayuri's face when she discovered that. Who told you? But there were only a few people who knew the truth. Excluding herself, only Rintaro, Daru, Ferris, and Maho. None of them would deliberately tell her. In fact, they'd all hidden it for her sake. Okurin and Maho talking. Then it was an accident after all. Hey Susie, so you told me about something. About Mayushi and Okurin in the year 2036. Suza wasn't sure what to say. To be honest, she didn't want to say anything at all. It wasn't something that would make her feel better. You'll be happier not knowing about the future. Another line of tears spilled down Mayuri's cheek. Mayushi's not good for anything, no matter what world she's in. The world needs Kurisu a lot more than it needs me. And so does Okurin. Suza suddenly felt like she was looking at Mayuri she'd known in the future. She thought of the big sis Mayu that she'd seen ever since she was a little girl, but she couldn't refuse her request. The big sis Mayu I knew used to say the same thing sometimes. Then she'd always stare off into the sky. She looked so sad, like she was in pain. Me and Kagari hated seeing her like that. It was only then that she'd remembered she'd been keeping Kagari a secret from Mayuri. There was a girl named Kagari. She was a war orphan. You adopted her, so she's your daughter. Mayushi's daughter. She was a kind girl, but strong. She was still so tiny. She'd always say that it was her job to protect her mommy. Seeing you sad really hurt her. Come to think of it, today's July 7th. Tantabata. Tanabata. I don't know why I thought it was Tantaba. I just add things to words. When I was a kid, you were the one who taught me about that. That it was the one day of the year when Orime and Hikoboshi could see each other. The air pollution was so bad that you could never see the stars, but you told me about it anyway. Even if the clouds are covering the sky, the stars aren't gone from this world. They're still shimmering on the other side. So let's pray together. Okay? The words you said gave me hope. That's the one thing I want you to know. If nothing else, both she and I needed you. And Uncle Okurin really cared about you until he died. Your happiness was the one thing he thought about. Until he died. Oh. Maybe that was another cruel truth for her. But Suza decided she would hold nothing back now. That's right. Uncle Okurin only lives for another 15 years. What? Oh, don't say that. Just say he died. Why do you have to add the protecting you part? Damn. Lay down the freaking shade. Yeah, he died protecting you. What the crap is that? Who says that to somebody? No. Exactly. Dad told me Uncle Okurin's last words. I'm really glad I was able to save Mayuri. The whole reason I'm alive is to protect Mayuri. Mayuri put both her hands over her mouth.
でもまゆ姉さんはそのことをずっと引きずって私たちには見えないところでこっそり七夕の空を見上げてつぶやいてた。あの日私の彦星様が外していたら全てが変わっていたのかな。あの日私の彦星様。
Mayuri was repeating the words to herself, and the tears were still pouring down her face. But her sad cries finally came to a stop. She was still shaking, but her voice had gone quiet.
どういうことなの？
What does that mean?
私、今ならわかる気。1年前、私、オカリンおじさんの態度にチャンスが目の前にあるのになんで諦めるんだって。そんなオカリンおじさんをかばって甘やかしてるまゆ姉さんのことも本当は許せなかったんだよね。でもさ、この1年ここで暮らしてみて感じたんだ。今ならあの日のオカリンおじさんともっとちゃんあの日それでうまく説得できるかどうかそこまでは自信ないんだけどね。私に残されたチャンスはそれなら未来のまゆ姉さんの言葉にかけてみようと思う。
Don't ask me. Let's read it real quick. It's the sunset in the west. So it's just things.
マキセ・クリスが殺された日じゃ
I'm
な
not
く
going back to the day when Kurisu Makase was killed.
まゆ姉さんの言ってた
I'm
あ
going
の
back
日へ
to the
飛
day
んで
you spoke of.
まゆ姉さんの望みを叶えられるかどうか試してみる。まゆしの望み
Susa gently rubbed Mayuri's tiny shoulders.
それがシュタインズゲートへ向かう鍵だって
That's the key to Steins
信
Gate.
じてみる。シュタインズゲートを開く
The
ことが
key
できるのは
that can open
彦
Steins
星を
Gate
や
isn't
め
a
ちゃっ
normal
た普通
star
の星じゃ
that's
なく
given up
て
up on being Hikoboshi.
まゆ姉さんの彦星しか
I think only
い
your
ないような気が
Hikoboshi
する
can
からさ。
do the
つ
job.
まり
So
私
basically,
が
my
新
new
たな
mission
こう
plan
彦星の復活
is to bring Hikoboshi back to life.
父さん流に言うなら
Dad would probably call it
オペレーションアルタイルとかオペレーションアークライトとか
Akiai? Aquila?
それともアルタイルとアー
Or
クライトを
maybe
結ぶって
since
意味で
bringing Altair and
Operation
Aquila together, it would be
Deneb
Operation Deneb. I
父
don't
さ
know
ん
what
ほ
that
どの
means.
センスは
guess
私に
I'm
は
not
ないみたいだ。
Good at coming up with names like he is. Mayuri tried to draw herself up as best she could on wobbling legs.
すずさん、そのオペレーション
That operation?
マユシー
What
にや
made
ら
you
せ
do
て。
it? Susa stared at the girl in front of her, unable to believe what she just heard.
これは危険な賭けだ。
This is a
私
dangerous
の考
bet.
えが間違って
If
て
I'm wrong, you may
失
simply
敗する
fail.
だけ。タイムマシンにも限界が来て
The
て
time machine is at its limit,
い
and I
つ
don't
制
know
御
when
不能になるかわからない。
when it'll go
そ
out
の
of
まま消
control.
滅してしまう
It
か
may
もしれ
simply
ない。
vanish.
それでも
If
お
even
願
so,
い。
please.
マユシーだってラボメンなんだ
Maybe she's a
よ。
lab member too, right?
オカリンとダル君に
I
助けてもらってば
don't
っ
want to
かり
just
な
have
のは。
Okuni and Daru save me when I
嫌だ
never
よ。
do anything for them. Mayuri rubbed her eyes and wiped away her tears. Life was slowly returning to her frail body.
マユシーね。オカ
Mayuri,
リ
she
ンの
likes
こと
Okuni.
が多分クリ
Mayuri,
ス
she
さんと
loves
同じ
him
ぐら
as
い。
much as Kurisu.
う
No,
ん、
that's not true.
違う。
Maybe she knows she loves him a lot.
クリスさんに負けないくらいずっと大好き。
The voice acting in this game is really great.
けど私はホーイン京馬がもっと大
That's right, that was like the one thing that I used to interact with her as. Oh.
私がおばあちゃんを亡くしてこの世界から消えてなくなっちゃいそうになってた時、そんな私に向かってこの世界にずっといろって言って救ってくれたの。それが彼なの。私の彦星様なの。私ね、もう一度彼に会いたい。
I don't know if this game would be as good as it is without the voice actors. That's what I'm gonna say right now. Is like the voice actors like trembling in their voice. You know when someone like cries, you're like, oh, don't cry, you're gonna make me cry. It's that kind of thing. Like the voice actors make this shit. I swear.
私が織姫様になれないって分かってても、それでも私にとっての彦星様はこれまでもこれからもずっとずっと彼以外にはいないんだもん。
ああ。
王院京馬に会いたいよ。
The girl who could never be Orihime shouted all of her feelings to the world at the top of her lungs. And right at that instant, she heard a sound from her cell phone that she'd never heard before.
これは
What is this? It was the sound of a video message. When she saw the sender and subject line, Suzuha gasped.
これ未来からのムービーメール。
This is a video message from the future. Are people allowed to do that? Like, I don't understand. I feel like why time machines? If you can just send video messages back, why would you want to? Like this shit makes no sense. How are you supposed to send a video from the future? How does that happen? And like from what? I stuck my head against the wall to the Braun Tube workshop to catch my breath. If you send a video message from the future, I guess it's like demailing, right? Let's compare it to demailing. If we demail, there's no sign of Mayuri. Yeah, because she's with Suzy. If we compare it to demailing, like if everything is on one world line, and everything is happening on one world line, and everything is happening as like a circle, right? Like everything's already happened, everything that will happen has already happened, everything that has happened has already happened. The future is just this big blob. So then how is it possible that they send a video message? I guess they get to decide what time. I had gone to the May Queen Neon Squared and to any shop I imagine her visiting. Maho came back. She was out of breath too. Did you find her? No. I looked around and I can't find her anywhere. The panic was threatening to make me lose control. Where did you go, Mayuri? Dar, did you find her? I asked Daru to stay behind and call all of her friends and people she knew. Okarin, the thing is... What's wrong? The phone's not picking up. I called Mayuri a bunch of times too, but it looks like she's turned off her phone. That's not it. It's not just Mayushi. I can't get a hold of anyone. Actually, my phone's had 0 bars this whole time. I took out my own phone. It's not getting service either. Me too. The lab had never suffered from bad signal before. Went up to the roof and even tried holding our phones up into the sky, but the result was the same. That's weird. Doesn't work on the roof either. I can't get any signal, even outside. I looked for news on the internet. Thankfully, the internet connection was still active. Hey, there's breaking news. There's an article on the top of the page of Taboo talking about a large-scale cell phone service outage. Is CERN doing a large-scale cell phone outage for no reason? For all carriers have stopped working. All carriers? Is that possible? It's CERN. It's just, yep. That's exactly what my brain went to, is the subway thing where they like shut down all the subways. Flashed through my mind. That night, Mayuri was mercilessly killed and the safety I'd ever believed was stripped away. That night, where all the pain began, started with a bomb threat at Akibara Station that had shut down the train system. Shit. Someone did this deliberately. Something terrible was about to engulf Akibara. That was the bad feeling I had, or the feeling I had. I tried my best to fight off the flashback. Now I was in the town to be scared. I needed to find Mayuri. I couldn't leave her alone out there. I gritted my teeth to fight off all the trauma I was carrying, and raised my head. Dar, the internet's still working, right? Oh yeah. I'm talking to Luca and Amanishi on Ryan right now. Okay, then they should be willing to help look for Mayuri. I'm going back to look around again. Hold it. There's another thing that's bothering me. I went to Ad Channel to look for information on the outage, and someone's cracked the occult board. And the one doing the cracking is, well, look. Dar brought the Ad Channel page on the screen for me to see. I wonder why it could possibly matter, but then I decided to take a look anyway. Fuck. To make contact with Kuri Gohan and Kamehameha. I decided to leave this explanation for later and clicked on the thread. It was all comments by a single person. Wait, don't go. Go back up. I wanted to read what the beginning said. I could care less about this shit. Yeah, thank you. To Saliri's neighbor, it appears that we twins... Wait, to Saliri's neighbor, it appears that we twins will now be temporarily driven from the place we belong, so I may not be able to come back here anymore. Our Father in Heaven has developed a way to force open our most secret places. Now we shall become good children, His children who cannot tell lies, and thus we will be forced to tell Him the secrets of controlling time and where those secrets lie. It is a great sorrow that I cannot protect those secrets. I had hoped we could be good friends, but this is probably goodbye. So I'd like to pass a message to the person I respect the most. I've always regarded myself as an essentially, oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, dude, I can just press triangle and do that? That sounds amazing. I've always regarded myself as an essentially ordinary intellect. Tell her that she was always the person I wanted to be. Tell her she was the real Amadeus. What's this supposed to mean? Maho was looking at the screen from the side and evidently sensed that something was amiss from the text. Amadeus. Amadeus. What? This is the Amadeus Kurusu. Something happened to Kurusu. This was some kind of message. She was trying to contact me with the secret to controlling time. That's the time machine. Information about the time machine linked to somebody. Wait, does Amadeus know about the time machine? Did you tell her, Okuni? Did I? I didn't think I told her when I was a tester, but there's no time to think about that now. Yajo, can you access Amadeus? It's against the rules, but I guess now is not a time to worry about that, is it? Hashida, can I use your computer? Maho took Daru's seat and used his PC to access the Brain Science Institute's computers. She put in her ID, Saleri, and her password. She pushed the enter key, but Amadeus didn't appear. This isn't what usually happens. What's going on? Confused, she typed a series of commands into the PC at a speed that rivaled Daru's. But no matter what she did, the Amadeus program didn't appear on her screen. When she'd finished accessing every server at the Institute, she stared at the computer and bit her lip. What's going on? This is just impossible. What happened? It's gone. Amadeus program and all the memory data is gone. Just like the message from Kuri Gohan and Kamehameha. Daru, hack it. Not the Brain Science Institute. Force open every bit of data Victor Grandia has. Everything from servers to individual PCs. Yajo, help him please. Right. But the answer was the same. Not only the Amadeus Kurusu, but the Maho as well were nowhere to be found on the Victor Grandia servers. There was no trace of them. Their very existence had been erased. Did they move them somewhere else? That's impossible. The only person with that level of administrative privilege for the Amadeus system is Dr. Leskinen. Dr. Leskinen. My mind flashed back from the message to the message Kuri Gohan and Kamehameha. Our Father in heaven, whom Amadeus considered anyone a father would be. Did Dr. Leskinen do it? Don't make assumptions like that. It's more likely that his ID and password got cracked. Is there any way to get a hold of Dr. Leskinen? Our phones weren't working, and there was no way to tell when he'd see an email or if he'd respond. Well, I was thinking hard, but it didn't seem like she was having any luck. We were getting nowhere. I was concerned about Mayuri, but I couldn't ignore the danger that was right in front of me. For now, I'll go to the radio building. If Kurusu's warning is right, that's what they'll be after. I'll go too. You and Hiyajo stay here and gather information. Mayuri might come back. But if something happens, run. I gave my orders and ran out of the lab towards the radio building. We're changing people and it's 49 minutes. Well, I kind of want to see what this is. Susan hit the play button on her smartphone's video display. The video was heavily compressed and covered in static, but she recognized the person that appeared. It was a face she'd known her whole life, a face that had been her both in her past and in her present. The man who she'd she still remembered holding her up in the air as a child. Was probably about 35 in the video. Oh shit.
Yeah, Suzuha, 元気かい? 父さんだよ。こちらは2025年だ。
Whoa. Hey Suzuha, how you doing? It's Daddy. And it's the year 2025. Oh my. I wonder what he has to say. It's about 50 minutes. I don't want to go over as much as I did last time. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, hit that like button. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're gonna finish this game. We really are. I don't know when though. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. We'll see what Daru has to say. Peace.